My name is Michelle Chuck, and I was in Joanne's class this year. Throughout this study, I have learned how to experience the Bible in a different way. I would read the Old Testament as a stale history book of stories of messed up people and cannot relate to them as real people. During this study, it brought the Bible alive and relatable. I was able to compare my life to many of the people we learned about this year. One in particular was David. When I was following the Jewish religion as a child, I would read the Psalms. I did not know who wrote them, but I felt the words so personally. This study gave me a better understanding of who the writer was and gave me a brief look at his life and where he came from. What stood out to me was how he was overlooked by his family. When Samuel was looking for God's chosen to be king, David was in the fields. His father did not even consider him because of his appearance. But the Lord looked at the heart, not the outward appearance. Like David, as a child, I was overlooked and pushed aside. I spent a lot of time alone like David did. I also had a heart for the Lord and the downcast. I learned that the Lord allowed David to experience many hardships as training for God to use him in a mighty way. I pray that the hardships I've experienced as a child would be used to glorify the Lord. He is still working on my healing. I also learned about God's mercy and grace. David recognized his sins and fearlessly repented, and the Lord forgave him, and continually showed his love for new generations. In Jesus, God shows us his mercy and grace, and enables us to turn away from our sins. God's love is relentless to those who love him and want to do his will. We can learn this from his word that is alive and relatable, the Bible.